She playing mind games, you know how it get. Brand new V, dropping the top, converting the lane like this. Tell me the truth, that your heart skip a beat when you fuck like this. I fell in love with your hips. On everybody, welcome back YouTube. Hope you're charged up because you're now powered by the MMO mainframe. Hey y'all, so look, we bring you another Guild Wars 2 video. If you're new here, welcome. If you're coming back to the channel, welcome back. Appreciate you tuning in. So look, if you're thinking of starting playing Guild Wars 2, look, I know that everybody wants to get into the game and they're like, I don't know where to start. Well, like we've all been there. So you see everybody riding around on these cool mounts and have all this gear and cosmetics, and you're like, I want all that, you know? Well, it starts with the Path of Fire, aka POF. This is the first of 5 expansions. This unlocks like a quest chain, and all these quest chains actually help you get different mounts in the game. So as you traverse through this vast land over here through the desert, that's the Path of Fire's open world chain. You'll have different mounts and different things you unlock as you play. As you play through the ghoulish world it has for you to unlock with your friends or solo, you can get through anything as long as you play through the Path of Fire. It's pretty big and it's pretty crazy. A lot of content, like a lot of content. Story bosses, world bosses, group AoE events, anything you can name, literally out in the desert, they've got it all for you. And it's pretty cheap. So out of all the MMOs I've played, it's honestly one of the cheapest. It's only about 20 bucks and you get pretty much a lot of things. I want to say like what, 8, 9 mounts with it. So it comes with a lot of stuff. Don't worry, jam packed with a bunch of content. And the mounts are unique because you have to kind of unlock them as you go, which gives you a lot of time and you got to put a little bit of grind in so it's not just get it and go. No pay to win in that sense. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. I'm not even close to done with all the content that I even have in the Path of Fire. It's crazy big, and there's a lot to unlock. And there's a bunch of expansions, just like this one, keeping you roped in for a good bang for your buck. Even giving you elite specializations like this on screen right now. It's a lot of things you can unlock, and different attributes and different weapons you can get with the different build skill trees that you unlock as you play throughout leveling throughout the game. So there's a lot to even uncover. Just getting to level 80 is just the beginning of it. Like just when I got there, didn't even mean anything. It just started the entire game. It's pretty crazy. And it all starts with the Path of Fire. That's like the first entryway into everything. And the Heart of Thorns actually comes in a bundle deal with it for a pretty cheap price together. So definitely want to look into grabbing that. From the Herald of Balthazar to Balthazar himself, there's a bunch of story and campaign that you can go through in your entire journey as you hop around POF on your Raptor. Path of Fire has a bunch of content in the game, maybe even the best content to even offer. And it's also the beginner expansion out of all the expansions there are. I'm pretty sure there's 5 of them. In the desert, there's primeval undead kings, sand sharks that will knock you over, and ghostly knights that will prevent your entry. Are you up for the challenge? Unlocking the Path of Fire does also unlock a level 80 boost token for a class of your choice. So choose wisely. You might want to play Core World Tyria first and get a feel for the game and like actually kind of play the game out and like, play a couple classes, feel out like what you like first, and then go for the DLC or expansion. And when you get the Path of Fire, it also gives you access to a Raptor, which is the first mount you can get with the Path of Fire. You get that at level 10. But no, even at level 10, you cannot get the mastery for the mount or even start getting points towards the mastery. Only at level 80 in the Path of Fire can you start getting the actual mastery points and like unlock things for the Raptor mount itself. You get mounts like Raptor, like we just talked about, the very first one, Springer, the Skimmer, Jackal, and so much more. Let the sand dunes and the sand eels that live inside of them guide you on your mission if you choose to accept to save Tyria from the creatures that live within the Path of Fire. You get access to the whole story throughout the Trusty Hero tab by clicking H, clicking on your story journal, and then start your mission on the Path of Fire. Your first quest, the prologue, it's actually pretty hard. I won't lie. It's pretty difficult. So you might struggle a little bit there. Those hounds at the end, I won't give up too much, but yeah, it's pretty hard. You get to fight the herald herself, the herald of Balthazar, and get the key to the heart of the city of Amnun. The great threat emerges, Balthazar and her herald. A corrupt form of darkness in Tyria also spreads, the branded, a different form of evil that comes from the darkness that wants to consume the entire land of Tyria. And you also have to fight them inside the path of fire. And they drop crazy rewards when you do challenges and different hero points with them. Crazy group challenges, and much more. And you get a lot of chests from those. So it drops a lot of gear and a lot of gold. So definitely group up with a lot of people on the map. They usually just run around and do them so you can tag along solo. Or if you hit Y on your keyboard, you can also pull up LFG. And LFG, if you click on each expansion or on the living world, you can find a group that's doing it and just join up with them and follow them around. As a Revenant and an Elementalist, I gotta say I had a lot of fun playing the Path of Fire, and I'm pretty sure I gotta say too as well that the Path of Fire is definitely the most played expansion that I play so far, being a new player in the game, and it's got a lot of content that I can run through, gets a lot of gear and good stuff I can sell, and easy gold farming, because you can go around the map and do a lot of the renown hearts for easy gold. You can do a lot of the bounties. People do legendary bounties, and they group up all the time for the bounties, so you could do the legendary bounties. Hero points also. Hero points do a lot for getting elite specializations, which you get with the Path of Fire and with other DLCs and expansions. I call them DLCs, but they're really expansions because they open up other parts of the open world. So that's how they're kind of different, which is pretty dope, right? I know it's pretty crazy, but yeah, the Path of Fire offers a lot more than other expansions for sure. Definitely a lot more than other expansions. In other games that I've played. Like I said, I've played other MMOs, and they don't nearly offer as much. And the graphics are stunning of the desert in all the different places that you can go. Elon Riverlands, the Crystal Desert. There's a bunch of other places too. I'm not going to spoil too much here. This is just the OverSight review video, but it's definitely worth a try and definitely worth checking out. So if you play Guild Wars 2, I would definitely recommend get Path of Fire. It gives you a lot with it. You can get the Griffin as well as one of the mounts. That's another mount you could get from the Path of Fire. So it comes with a lot of mounts. It's got a lot of content. Here's a clip of the branded here. I did great sword loadout with the Revenant, and I've been kind of just trying to level up the Vindicator class, the elite specialization. It's right now it's pretty good. I also did get the spear from Janther Wilds. I have that expansion. My guild member told me if you get expansions, the best thing you can do with any expansion is play the prologue so you can go to every map, which he was right, because anything that people play in a guild, or if you see anything in like the open world, maybe Lion's Arch, or even in World v Worlds, you can see if people are playing on different maps. And if you have those expansions, you need the prologues to go to them. So you definitely want to unlock them that way. And so you do those first, and then you go back and do whatever maps you want to play. So I did all those. I got the spear from Janther. I got the Warclaw from Janther as well. I got a lot of mounts pretty quickly, so it's pretty dope. But the Path of Fire definitely gave me the most mounts. It definitely has the most things that I've played so far. Everything on screen that I'm showing you is all Path of Fire content, and it's all fresh. I haven't played too much, so this is all pretty
Damn,
new to me.
son,
I'm
where'd you
only
find
mastery
this?
like 26, I believe, or 28, so I'm definitely leveling up there, getting up there. But the Path of Fire is definitely worth it. You should check it out. And I definitely like the mounts that it comes with. The little bunny, the skimmer is pretty cool too, over the water, and the quicksand. That's a pretty dope mount to get you through the world as well, and all the other worlds. Because even in Corteria, there's a lot of places that's just water, like just ends and ends of water, and you don't really want to swim everywhere. The skimmer gives you that ability, so you can kind of just go through. But yeah, I definitely recommend it. And Heart of Thorns, I believe, comes with it, so it's definitely worth a check out for both of them. if they come in the combo pack like I got them. And there's a lot of sales on them too. So, wait on it if you don't want to get it at too crazy of a price. It's definitely worth the checkout. I liked it, and I think you'll like it too. I got some gameplay on screen. I got recently playing with some guildies doing hero points, and I'm doing like a couple fractals, a lot of open world content inside of the Crystal Desert you see here, like the branded, a couple other enemies I'm doing here, and it was pretty fun. Running through Path of Fire has shown me that Guild Wars 2 is a super big game, and there's tons of content that you can go through in the endless vast world. Um, from the Crystal Desert to the Heart of Thorns to the End of Dragons to Canthea to Janthier to Soto, the Secrets of Obscure, where you get the Sky Scale, where you can actually also get the Sky Scale if you get Path of Fire and Living World Season 4 and do those. They're both very long stories, so you'll have to go through all those long stories. The quicker way is to do it through Soto, which is Secrets of the Obscure, but Path of Fire does it too.
Expansion Oversight.
But this is the expansion Oversight. You're now powered by the MMO Mainframe. Thank you all for tuning into the channel. I appreciate you stopping by. If you're new here, thanks for coming. If you return to the channel, thanks for coming back and watching through. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time we drop a new video. See you in the next one. Tell me the truth that your heart's gonna beat me like this. I fell in love with your hips.